When I was a locked-in high school student, I loved studying. And sure, maybe that's because I felt some slight pressure to do well in school by my Asian parents, but I personally had some odd methods to make myself enjoy the process of studying. So here's some hopefully helpful tips on how to study. Romanticizing your studies. Whenever it's raining or snow begins to fall, I don't think, wow, how beautiful, or wow, that's a crazy thunderstorm. No. I just think I should be studying right now. See, studying is all about perspective. I don't want to do it. But if the environment is conducive to it, then I'm more willing to do so. I mean, frankly, the idea of just cozying up with a candle under the snow or rain in the backdrop just sounds really aesthetic. For me, especially because I sometimes can't just study in one place for more than 2 hours, it makes my brain just excited to switch environments, like going to a cafe or working outside or just going to a different room. Also, I like putting effort into making studying a little more interesting, like using cute stationery or making tea or coffee. I must admit, sometimes, in the most desperate of times, I would put food coloring in my water because I was bored. It was for the sake of studying, like, please don't judge, I never do that anymore, but that was like once, or like twice. Pomodoro method. I feel like a lot of people know about the Pomodoro method, but if you don't, it's basically this method of using allocated time for studying. So studying for 25 minutes and then taking a break for 5 minutes. Now, I'm sure there's a psychological reason why these mini breaks work, but honestly, I think just the act of putting on a timer helps me personally just start studying. Now, while this 25-5 timing is the most well-known method of Pomodoro, there's also other ways to break up the timer, like studying for 60 minutes and then taking a break for 10, or studying for 45 minutes and then taking a break for 15. Or there's this Anime-Doro method where you study for an hour and then watch one anime episode, which already spells out danger because personally I know that I'm going to study for 1 hour and then straight up binge the entirety of a show. But if you have good control, more power to you. My favorite app for studying is called Bear Focus Timer. I am Bear Focus Timer's biggest supporter. No one knows about this app. It costs like $3, but it forces you to put your phone down for the timer to start. And if you do open up your phone, the little bear gets angry. And you don't want an angry bear. It's such a shameful feeling. You can set the timer to be a vibration so you don't annoy people around you. If you want a free web version of Pomodoro, there's Flocus, which is just like a timer with an aesthetic background, and sometimes that's all you really need. My next tip is to make studying feel like a party. Unfortunately, this list is gonna get less helpful, but sometimes if I'm just brain dead and I need to go through 20 more math practice problems, I like to just blast pop music. This is not a very applicable tip because I know some people just can't study with music and it also just reduces effectiveness. But I don't know, if I'm just going insane doing math problems, what's wrong with just blasting Clarity while doing math? It's kind of similar to how when people run or work out, they put on this high energy music. Lo-fi or piano music at 9 p.m. makes me sleepy, so you just gotta party it out. My next tip is to multitask. I fear this part of the list is heading to the more unhinged side. This is not an effective way to study, and it will definitely not work for everyone. But sometimes I watch TV or shows or listen to podcasts while studying. My efficiency goes way down, but it's fun. And sometimes I just want to watch stuff, even if I have work to do, I just want to watch a show. And this way, I get the work done. It'll just take an hour or 2. Or 3, but it's fun. It's all that's important, My last tip, maybe at this point a gentle suggestion, is to study in the morning. It's the day before a quiz. My brain is fried. So I go to sleep early, only to wake up at 4 a.m. Now, I always trust that I will wake up at 4 a.m. simply out of fear. I have fond memories of going downstairs to hog the entire living room to myself and just studying. Now, while I am not a morning person, being caffeinated and working in the morning can just be more effective because my brain is totally refreshed. Anyways, that's all the tips I have. I really doubt these are helpful, but honestly, just whatever works for you, just go with that. Don't follow these. I'm just here to exist. Thanks.